Hello, this is Lord Chocolate, back on another Ark Survival Evolved video. This is the intro I'm making for the video I have. This video, I kind of muffed that, but I'm basically just going to be. I'm making this after I made the video that you're watching right now, or the main part of the video, because I thought that the very first part of the video got blanked out for some reason. My recording software glitched out, and also there were some new things, including the new expansion, the new DLC that's going to be coming out, that I wanted to discuss a little bit in this video. So I'll just be maybe just popping on a single player on the island and just start talking about it and hopping around a little bit. Probably on cheats, just so I can focus on talking. But yeah, this episode I am going to I used cheats to go in and do the Overseer boss fight at the end of the game. I know I said that I was going to try and wait until I could legitimately get to the end game, but I just was too impatient, so I looked up videos on it and then I went in and did it myself. So yeah, that kind of happened, and let me just make sure. Okay. Oh, it's misty. But yeah, I went in. In this episode, I'll go into the Overseer boss fight and defeat it in a kind of unusual and definitely not possible in the no cheats version of the game way, and I'll leave that till later in the video, but I want to just discuss a little bit about the later game things. You'll understand, so if you haven't seen any videos on the later game, you'll understand some of the stuff that I'm talking about more when you see the later parts of this video, when I'm wandering around in the place near the final boss fight. But okay, let's just start with the trying to explain what the ARKs are. As I say later in the video, I believe that Earth has been destroyed, or has not been destroyed, but has been severely impacted, and that the supposed evolutionary descendants of humans, because I mean, this is Ark Survival Evolved, and it says humans are extinct, which I'll talk about later in this video. 1 second. Oh. Does it have to be? True? Not sure if that didn't. No. I'm not that good at commands in Ark or Minecraft, but I'm better at Minecraft commands. But yeah, basically, I believe since it says humans are extinct, and since the making of the majority of this video, the developers have confirmed that the Explorer Note characters are the actual people, so they're not like artificial people that are made after different time frames of people and different cultures of people and stuck in. It's actually the actual people. So I'm thinking that this supposed evolutionary ancestor of humans, the Homo Deus, I believe is what it's called, it basically has time travel technology and brought humans to these future arcs in order to try to do something with some sort of test with them that involves trying to get them to survive through all sorts of difficult challenges, not wanting them to settle too much on the arcs, because according to the Explorer Notes, the obelisks of those big pillars have actually destroyed large settlements on scorched earth because they got too complacent, I guess, but it didn't really explain why. But it just said that when they got really powerful, the obelisks attacked them, basically, and sent all sorts of creatures against them, and then eventually sunk one of them into the earth. But and also that it seems like the goal of this thing is for you to ascend. By the way, some of this stuff, another YouTuber who is much more famous than me, Lucky by Nature, has mentioned some stuff like this in one of his videos, and I do agree that a little bit of this stuff may be from may have come from my watching his video, so credit goes to him for some of this stuff. But some of the stuff that he guessed, about the new expansion pack, I actually was kind of guessing, but I thought it was so ridiculous that I was surprised actually that he had a similar guess. So I guess it's not so ridiculous. But to go back on the thing, Lucky by Nature suggests that, like, I think he suggests that they're trying to get humans to evolve into Homo Deus because their population is endangered and they need to grow their population, which, I mean, that's reasonable considering the codes we have so far. Could be other reasons as well. We still have, I think that's still open to debate why these experiments are going on. But we do know that they're trying to get humans to continue to ascend through the different arcs. That means pass through the arc and beat the bosses and then move on to the next arc. And that the obelisks don't want them to be too stationary. Then, regarding the new Aberration, what is it? The Aberration DLC. I'm pretty excited for it, though there are some things that I'm going to keep an eye on because depending on how gross they are, I may be a little bit hesitant to play, because I mean, I don't mind a little bit of dinosaur blood, but if it's too gross or whatever, I might refrain from playing it. But I do hope it's not too gross, because I really am excited for the concept. And like what Lucky by Nature also guessed this, so, and I want to say that this I actually was guessing kind of before I watched his video, though he confirmed the guess some, is that the mysterious master of the Aberration that it briefly mentions in the online thing where the devs mention it is Rockwell, the character from the Explorer Notes, I believe, because he seems to be getting kind of an obsession with Element, and I think he could have been the one who caused the Aberration to break down once he discovered the properties of Element. So that'll leave it for now, and I'll let you go on to the main video. This game. It's really cool seeing all these insane animations. Like all these swirling. And then we're loading in the main room. And here's the Megapithecus or whatever, the Gorilla Cave arena, as you've probably seen in other videos. Huh. Yeah. And here's the dragon one. I've never fought any of the bosses, so sad. But here's the Pangea. And this, if you've learned, I'm gonna talk a little bit about the theories of what all this means, because this is like Pangea from what I've heard and what I guessed kind of as well. And it's labeled like non-humanid species or whatever, so these code things, or one of these is, and it labels all of these as extinct. I'm gonna look at, well, I guess. Yeah. But here's the different creatures, and it says they're all extinct. Also note the DNA looks like normal DNA. Just an important thing, because I noticed something else later on. But let's hurry on to the other parts of the cave. Kind of funny because I've watched so many people now doing this. But here's the next section, which I think is labeled Ancestor Archive. Very important with the code or whatever. And it looks like Earth, normal Earth, with those blue highlights. And there's humans over there, and they're labeled extinct. Just pointing that out. Don't want to look over there because I mean there's some kind of, I mean it's not in detail, but it's kind of immodest. But then when you come up here, this makes it even more interesting because I don't remember exactly what that's labeled, but here it's labeled Homo Deus, colonists endangered, I'm pretty sure is what it says. And it shows this kind of ghostly, almost like spirit being looking creature. And look at the DNA, if this is supposedly DNA. Some sort of evolved DNA. And I'm thinking that since the title of the game is ARK Survival Evolved, and since that shows like a destroyed Earth, like if you look around it you can actually see like South America, so you can tell that this is like a future Earth. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, here's South America, you can see right back there. So I'm thinking that it's like, since the title's evolved, that it's like the Homo Deus or whatever evolved, and since they're endangered, they may have evolved from humans supposedly, and that after that, the Earth got lots of issues, and humans went extinct, and the Homo Deus are endangered, and they may be like trying to reproduce life within, like make life another new habitable worlds, or do experiments related to that, because I think they're the ones running this space station. I'm not positive, but it actually follows the time of day, because I think it is night, and it's, or evening, and it looks dark down there. Don't want to risk falling off, but here's that cool room that shows where the supply drops come from. Oh look, I never noticed those hexagonal force field here, because I was wondering really wondering, wait a second, it looks like there's just transparent stuff here, so what? It's really weird why they're not falling through. But yeah, here's where all the supply drops come. So cool. I plan to eventually get advanced enough to actually do this in legitimately, but I don't foresee that happening anytime soon. And here I need to prepare for loud music. Okay. And here's the ominous silence that some YouTuber I watched noted. And I run in here. And yes. Yep. Cool animations. And there's the enemy forming. Summoning in the defense units. Boy, this doesn't do so much damage. Oh, I'm not enemy. I'm an enemy invisible. I forgot it. Okay. Seriously? There. Okay, I know why. What? Oh, seriously. Epic music. Boy, these things do a lot less damage than the videos I watch. Maybe it's because okay. Time for some. Okay. Not sure if I'll have the where's the boss? The actual boss. Okay, there it is. Yep. I think I'm gonna try summoning some Dynasty. Level 30, so not that bad. Okay. Want me to fire at point blank? There you go. Oh, seriously. Oh, it's Enrage. Because it's almost dead. Okay. I think I need to summon some more Dragon characters. 60 seconds. It is. Big seconds. Okay. Oh bother. Do I only have one Giganotosaurus currently? Okay, I need to summon another one. Wait. Oh, there is one over there, but it's Enrage. With drones. There. Take that. Okay, so they just make it so hard to see. Like, I'd be fine if they weren't. The visibility. Where's my other Giganotosaurus? Oh, it's Enrage. Okay, that means I need to get another Giganotosaurus. Wait, what? Oh, you bother. I tamed the Overseer. Why? I'm riding the boss now. Well, this made an interesting turn of events. Now I can just time things. Summon things that I don't want. Now I can just summon things that aren't mine. And and they'll attack it. Okay, oh, seriously. Okay. They're going to attack their own overseer, and it's going to summon things that attack it. That's hilarious. It's actually hilarious. Of course, that was really unexpected, really admit. And the overseer doesn't really seem to know how to handle it. Giganotosaurus attacking it. Okay, is that tamed? Apparently, it's different entities. Okay. There we go. This works out. Oh, bother, I can't force train all of them. Okay, they're all force training now. Why are they? Oh, they're attacking each other. Okay. Let's see, this doesn't look like it's going good for the Giganotosaurus. Okay, that works. Now the dragon's on my side, so I can just summon wild Giganotosaurus to attack it. Kind of a cheap method, but it does the thing that it affects. So let's see. Looks like the dragon's actually taking a good beating now that it's mine, so that all the wild dinosaurs are attacked. Of course, this is nothing like you'd actually play the game. And its own drones are attacking it because it's mine. And now it's my overseer. So silly that I accidentally forced it. But let's see. It's summoning its own enemies, probably, unless they're force tamed as well. I don't think they are. But here comes the fight. It's done with them. Yeah. Apparently those lasers, from what I've watched, don't do too much damage. They mainly do stun. It's pretty interesting. Going to see. Ah, that's one. Okay. So, summon some more Gigan characters. Okay. There we go. That should be very useful. Now we've got some serious damage going on. And there it goes, metamorphing into the Broodmother. So, let's see how the wild Giganotosauruses do against that. Funny thing seeing the defense drones on the same side as the dinosaurs, that's really unusual. Oh yes. Haha. That's pretty silly. But going to go and annoy them. There we go. That should annoy them sufficiently. Should be. Ah. I thought a rocket launcher blast would be enough. Oh, I'm enemy invisible. Forgot about that. Oh, its own troops are attacking it. But they don't do that much damage. Sorry if there's some background noise. So I'm going to go ride this out of here if I can. If this doesn't end really soon, I'll probably have to pause this episode. Sadly. But it looks like it's going to end pretty soon. Well, actually it's not quite. But looks like there's plenty of other sources. But there can never be too many. There we go, that'll take down the damage on. But they're all stuck. Slowly keep up. To the monkeys. There's an ARK, but that one looks like it's sealed in or something, or else it's part of it. Actually, I think it's part of this space station. So it should be defeated soon. Yeah. Anytime now. Yep. There we go. go. Managed to defeat it in a rather unorthodox manner. So just going to go show the different. This solar system also seems to support my theory somewhat, because this is basically Earth's solar system. Like here's Mars, there's the asteroid ring, and then here's Earth, there's Venus and Mercury's orbit, and then here's the different space stations, and you can see that this one's highlighted, which is probably the one where our ARK is. And here we go. Into this. And now for the fun animation. So epic. Just looking over the ARK from above like this and seeing how it's like in the space station. I thought it would be a red on the wrist because of just the alpha. But there's that animation. My main question about this scene is why everything looks like hexagons. Like, are humans code, or are they actual, like, engineered things in this game? But here's the fun credit music. I strongly wish to listen to it, but I think it'll be boring somewhat for other people, so just going to come back to the main screen and say I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's kind of silly how I managed to defeat the Overseer using cheats, but hope you guys enjoyed and hope to see you in next YouTube video or stream. Hope you enjoy!